This playthrough is rated T for teen.
What?
Survived that. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not handling this as much as I could. I mean, I guess if I had, actually I should be careful about using those. I'm gonna need them for myself for the finale, so, best stop using those. We're gonna use them at, oh, luckily we get some drops from that. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is where the challenge is. It's just how many enemies accost you at once, controlling the AI of your companions while you're doing this. It's definitely the more difficult parts of the game. So just kind of be aware of like where you are and what you're doing. So okay, do I need to go down, or is this the way to go? There is a room I need to find, and hopefully I'm not activating it too soon. I think this is where I need to go. So let me save it really quick. Yeah, this is gonna happen quite a bit through the finale because I'm gonna need it. Alright, let's go through. Alright, just a Sith apprentice. We should. Why am I getting poisoned? I have such good saves. Come on, game. I've got such good saves. You can't do that to me. Are they rolling 20s to hit me or something? You better be rolling 20s, otherwise I don't accept this these rules you've given me. Because really, my saves are so good, I shouldn't be affected by this stuff. Although in D&D, I'll admit that there's always a chance for Actually, you know what? I think I should be using the I should be using, I really should be using, like, bombs and stuff like that, too, while I'm at it, since I'm, dealing with this, but,
yes?
Oh well. But yeah, if I brought Jolie, his effects would have been more effective, so we would have, we would have stunned these guys a lot more quicker. But I'm still a believer that Zalbar and Karth are still the best party members in the game for combat and everything. Okay, let's check the system here. You slice in. It looks like I'm not gonna have enough computer parts for what I need to do. So, all right. Okay, we want the. Is it here? Ah, here we go. Okay, we want the, for this part, you can, if you run it, if for some reason you're out of armor for like the finale of the game, this place can generate battle armor for you, light, heavy, or durasteel. Basically, light, medium, super heavy, and whatnot. You can also deactivate the sentry guns, which might as well because we're at that point. I thought this, for some reason I thought this cost more. I think it's because my computer is slightly higher than I expected. But we want to generate the Jedi robes for ourselves. If you have enough combat spice, you can make them for Juhani or Jolie. Generating robes. So we have to go into the, so we need to grab those. And then let's deactivate the sentry guns while we're at it. That'll save us less time for that. So, all right, we did it. That's what we basically are here. So, okay. So yeah, whoever you want those robes for. So anyway, oh, we have to go in there to get them, but that's up to you who you want the robes for. Personally, you should probably have it for your main character, but let's open this up. While in the middle of the fight, we get the Starforged robes, the best robes in the game for a light-sided character. If you're dark side, you get Revan's robes. For the, okay, let me show you what. Let's see, Keldrum has got 5 defense, +8 maximum dexterity if I put it into it, +2 wisdom. The Starforged robes, 5 defense, 8 max, +2 to all saves, +5 wisdom. And restricted only to Jedi. So basically the big difference is you get more of a wisdom boost, so my saves will do a lot better, and we get saves, so clearly better armor. But anyway, created by the mystical technology of the Starforged, these robes focus the inherent force abilities of the wearer, fueling their power. Although the Starforged itself is an artifact of the dark side, these robes were customized using an analysis of the Jedi they were created for, resulting in a powerful light side item that the Jedi can safely use against their enemies without fear or of taint or corruption, which improves our saves multiple times. Which I'll oh, how about I actually equip them first before I do that? All right, and our saves are now 25, 26, 25, and we got decent wisdom save for the purposes of our saves against like force waves and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. So even more so, we've now got better DCs for our abilities. So we better not be like suffering from poison or stun or anything. Although I haven't really suffered from any stun really at all for the most part. Mainly with poison and random bits. But alright. Quick casting force drain on my Wookiee. Man, poor Zalbar. I need to start keeping in on advanced med packs for the most part. Yeah, basically this section of the game will just keep throwing waves and waves and waves of dudes if you dilly-dally too much. That's why it's so tough. That's why I said save all your med packs and everything. So, okay, seriously, Karth, why? You guys need to hit them. This is probably why the PC version's better, because I think you have a better ability to control the AI of the players, or of your companions. Because if you just let them run around, they'll just walk into stuff and not do anything. You're like, come on, guys. Alright, anyway, let's keep going. Oh yeah, probably should have. I got a few seconds I can heal. Don't want to use too much of my force abilities, just in case. Oh yeah, and the +5 wisdom save will actually give me more force points, because I think that's based off a combination of wisdom and charisma, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty good. Okay, anything down here? I didn't. Oh, there's a last little cylinder. Hooray! Sith power gauntlets, which we already got, but thanks anyway, just in case you wanted an extra, fair for yourself, or basically just in case for any of the characters who don't have it. Okay, before we enter here, I think we're at a story point. So, man, this episode, or these episodes, because I'm probably most likely going to split this into two, is definitely going to have some heavy editing because of all the issues with the loading and everything. But anyway, now that they're out of the way, let's see if we can deactivate the Starforge and save the Republic. To the command center! I think we're at the final level, too. It's not... Unfortunately, the final area of the game isn't that long. But then again, it would be kind of tedious if it was any longer, if it was like a JRPG version. That's why I like Western RPGs. It has its own thing, and JRPGs has its own thing. You know... Obviously, you know, personal preferences change, like what's better, these types or JRPGs.
Master, why have you summoned me? Without my battle meditation, there is a chance the Republic capital ships could break through and attack the Starforge itself.
This will not take long, Bastila. You will be able to resume your battle meditation soon enough. I only wanted you to know that Revan is here on the Starforge.
Revan? But...
The forces bring us towards a confrontation with my old master. The Starforge has drawn our enemies together, so they may all die in a single glorious day. You must kill Revan to prove yourself worthy of being my apprentice, Bastila. You must finish what began in the Rakatan Temple.
Yes, Lord Malak.
I sense your fear, Bastila, but it is unfounded. The power of the Starforge will feed the dark side within you. It will give you the strength you need to defeat my old master. stay here in the command center while you use your battle meditation against the Republic fleet. Revan will find you here in due time. It is inevitable.
Of course, Master. I will not fail you again.
Perhaps you will triumph, Bastila. But even if you fail, it will give me the time I need to complete my preparations of the station's defenses. And then we shall see if Revan can stand against the full fury of the Star Forge.
Well, looks like Malik's waiting for us, and he's got a pit Bastila against us. All we can do is keep moving forward. By the way, I tried reloading that scene like 6 or 7 times to try and not get to skip. I just couldn't. I guess it's either my disc or the emulation. There's just nothing I could do. I'm sorry about that, folks. I was hoping for a smooth experience for the finale, but I just have to accept the fact that it's just not going to work like that, unfortunately. Sorry. All right. Anyway, let's keep going forward. Let's take it out. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Nope. Don't want that. Now you can tell that there's noise issues in the background. I think it might also be my Xbox might be overheating. These were not known to be like perfect, perfect cooling systems. You know what I mean, for running properly. So, although my PC runs hot all the time, but consoles were not as well designed for that as they probably could have been to either save money or whatever. But oh, looks like my companions can actually kill people without me telling them what to do sometimes. Oh wait, I did tell them what to do. You guys are worthless. Oh. Alright, you just gotta sit there and let me blast you with my lightsaber? Whoa, what was that all about, game? And why does Karth, his AI run towards him but then not shoot him like he's supposed to? It just doesn't, you know? I don't know, it's just very weird. Man. I feel bad for Zalbar's, just in general. His saves are just low enough where he's always going to get hit by, Sith Lightning or Mind Crush or Drain. Well, actually, you always get hit by Drain, but you know. Probably should cast Speed on myself, but I'm kind of saving that for heal, just in case, we all get smacked pretty badly, so. Okay, how'd that Dark Jedi get past Karth? Oh, I bet he popped up from behind. Okay, so we're at that part of the game where people are just gonna keep spawning multiple times. we just gonna have to power through them. I mean, we could probably run through them, which is probably the best method of doing it, but I don't know. Some days I kind of wish I had the Jedi Guardian ability to just jump quickly to the enemy, but I don't. Hey, at least I'm immune to force paralyze and all that. Well, not immune, but you know, really hard to. Okay, seriously, are you? AI, come on. Man, sometimes the AI will get sucked too. Oh well. Alright, do I want to go into that room? But yeah, anyway, I tried resetting the the issue with that cutscene multiple times to try and get it to go through the first time or one time without it skipping during the dialogue options. And unfortunately, it just kept doing it, and there was just nothing I could do about that. Okay, where does this take us again? I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Let me go back. I just want to make sure to explore. I mean, this episode's going to be as long as it, or episodes, I guess, are going to be as long as it is. We might as well just take a few seconds to check everything out before we leave. I don't even think there's anything down here, is there? I think it's just wasted space for the most part. Well, other than a chest. Man, I could kill one of those guys in one go. Oh, he just appeared, by the way, folks. He just He just frickin' disappeared. I mean, he just appeared. So that shows you that the game is... No, let me turn around. Oh, can I not check that card? Is that... Oh, I was about to say, is that nothing? Alright, get some antidote, life support. We'll need those. Okay. Okay, let's fight them. But yeah, these guys will just appear out of nowhere. Like, you saw them just appear. Come on, game. Calm down a bit. If I had like a ton of force points, I'd probably just force push them all the time. Or use my grade 8s more often, but I'm afraid of... Because this game has friendly fire, so you have to be careful about, you have to be worried about... Golly, game. Oh, and I hate how the game, like, just switches your commands. Like, I like, for example, I just want to, like, click Master Flurry, but sometimes... Or Fury. Flurry. But then sometimes I'll just switch to regular attack, like, I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do. Thanks anyway. All right, come on, we can tough our way through these guys. Fine. All right, let's keep moving. We don't want to stay here forever because we'll get a. They'll keep respawning if we take too long. I bet there's probably like a not a percentage, but like a time dilation with like, oh, after so many minutes, if you're waiting around, more will appear. So let's keep moving. Man, it's kind of sad how many Dark Jedi and Sith they throw at us, and I'm cutting them so easily. It's almost pathetic. Uh-oh, a force wall, my greatest weakness. Alright, let's kill them, because obviously if we kill them, the power will escape, right? I assume? It sounds about right. I'm go with that. Okay. I hate that when this happens. Alright, let's just force wave them to death. They're weak enough. My DCs are strong enough with a +5 to my wisdom save now that they should be pretty much suffering from it the whole time. Yeah, it's not the most cost-effective in terms of force points, but it works. I guess it makes sense that Karth's DCs aren't strong enough for... Can we just keep... Maybe we just keep going. I wonder if I just keep running forward, if I can just keep get into the next cutscene there. Yeah, there we go.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me.
I should have saved it before I went here, but whatever. Okay. I'll never give up on you, Bastila. I know you can still be saved.
You're wasting your time. I've seen the Jedi for what they are. Weak and afraid. The Sith are the true masters of the Force. You've forgotten that lesson, Revan. Now you must pay the price. Here on the Starforge, the power of the dark side is at its strongest. This time, you will not defeat me.
Oh, nuts. I left them out there with a bunch of Sith and Jedi in their stasis. Oh, crap. They're dead, aren't they? Alright, time to find Bastila, who's powered by the Starforge for basically boss time. So, alright. What if my DCs are strong enough to survive, or able to push her? Well, we'll find out here in a second. Alright, nope. She basically tried to, like, do something to me, too. So, alright. Should be. Oh, did we kill you one shot? I didn't hear that.
Even though you're only a shell of your former self, you're still a formidable opponent. I can't even imagine the power you must have wielded when you were the Dark Lord. You were a fool to give it all up and follow the light side.
Well, you did kind of brain mess with me and change all that, but thank you nonetheless. Let's see, still not enough. You've been consumed by the dark side, Bastila. Can't you see it's destroying you?
The dark side has made me stronger than I ever was before. I have a greater command of the Force than all but the most powerful Jedi Masters. As Malak teaches me the greatest secrets of the Sith, I will unlock more of my potential. Eventually, there'll be no limit to what I can accomplish with the Force.
Well, it'll all be short-lived. You'll accomplish death and destruction. Malak will never let you become that powerful. He will kill you first.
Have you forgotten the ways of the Sith already, Revan? Eventually, I will challenge my master. If I am worthy, he will die by my hand, and I will become the new Sith Master. Then I will take on my own apprentice, and the cycle will begin again. This is the way of the Sith. It is how we assure our leaders are always the strongest and most worthy.
So no severance, so no good severance package for being a Sith, huh? I don't know. That's kind of not really up my alley. You're dooming yourself to an endless cycle of death and betrayal.
No, Revan. It is you who are doomed.
No, don't do this, Bastila. Alright, part 2 of the Bastila fight. So not the same difficulty as before. I think we are still as weak, though, when we fought her earlier. I think she gets the HP bump. Yeah.
You're growing weary. I can sense it. Your strength falters. The light side is failing you, while the power of the Starforge re-energizes me. Soon this will all be over.
You just got a lucky shot. I've got like 100 med packs here. I've got all day. Strike me. You have not followed. Okay. Then strike me down, Bastila. I won't defend myself.
What type of trick is this?
We meant something to each other once. I don't believe you'll strike me down.
I am a Sith apprentice now. You place too much faith in what I used to be. And for that, you shall pay.
Well, I guess I'm still gonna defend myself, aren't I? Alright. Let's heal ourselves, because she did get in a lucky shot on us, so whoops. Alright. This is why we had all the healing. Yeah, I think I'm getting hurt by Bastila here. Wait till we get to the finale.
No. This is not possible. You have rejected the dark side. You are a weak and pathetic servant of the light. How can you still stand against me? Why can't I defeat you?
Now you see the dark side is not stronger than the light.
Yes, I see you speak the truth. I am no match for you. Please, for the sake of what we once shared, do not make me suffer. End my life quickly. There is no other way.
You're right. Don't. No. Don't. I could never kill you, Bastila.
What other choice do you have? I have fallen to the dark side. I am the apprentice to the Dark Lord himself. You cannot let me live.
You can reject the dark side, Bastila. Return to the light.
No, I am not strong enough. There is too much anger inside me now. Too much hatred and fear. I can no longer find peace in the Force.
Looks like we got a persuade decision. Luckily, hopefully I have a decent... Use our bond then. Take your strength from me.
You always had more strength than I did. I told you that. I felt so helpless before your destiny. You were Revan and I couldn't tell you. It was agonizing. Even worse when I began to feel closer to you. I despised myself for it. And even now, I feel your strength. It does help me. Thank you. I think I can face the end now. If you were the one to end it for me.
I love you, Bastila. I can't abandon you. Ever.
There is nothing in my heart but the blackness of the dark side. I'm sick of your preaching, Revan. I ask you for an honorable death, but you are too weak to even grant me that. No more words. This must end with blood.
Help us defeat the Sith, Bastila. This will atone for what you've done. Yeah, I kind of messed up on that persuasion. Whoops, apparently the power of love in my playthrough does not work because we don't have high enough persuasion.
Yes, I could join you in your battle against the Dark Lord. That alone would not make up for all I have done. Yet it would be a step in the right direction. But how would you be able to trust me? How do you know I wouldn't turn on you when you faced Darth Malak? How do you know the dark side wouldn't make me betray you again?
I trust you enough to leave myself open to your attack, Bastila. Bastila.
You play a dangerous game. Are you certain you wish to take this risk? I could end your life and gain Malak's favor with a single stroke of my lightsaber.
You won't, Bastila, because I love you and I believe in you.
You are brave, and some would say foolish. But you are also right. The dark side has not wholly consumed me. I cannot raise my blade against you. You will go on to defeat Malak. Of this I have little doubt. He will have gone from being the Sith Lord himself to the savior of our galaxy. And you said you loved me. This may not be the best time to say it, but I love you too. With all my heart.
God, when Jennifer Hale tells you she loves you, man, whew, getting lightheaded, folks. You aren't afraid to love anymore?
After this? No. Nothing could make me feel safer than to be loved by you. You should go. Malak awaits. This isn't over yet. For any of us. I should stay here, though. If we face Malak, I am afraid his dark presence will overwhelm me. It would not be wise to expose myself to such temptation.
Now, can you unstasis my friends back there so they don't get murdered by, like, the hordes and hordes of Sith troopers and Dark Jedi and droids, please? Bastila, I want you at my side when I face the Dark Lord.
I'm sorry, but the risk is too great. I'm not wholly free of the dark side shadow, not yet. But you are more than a match for the Dark Lord. I understand that now. I will stay here in this chamber and use my battle meditation to aid the Republic fleet. I am their only hope of destroying the Star Forge and ending the Sith menace. You must go and face Malak, but you have to hurry. Once I turn the battle in the Republic's favor, we won't have much time to escape the Star Forge before it's destroyed. Good luck, my love, and may the Force be with you.
There. A break in the Sith formations. Green Squadron, move in.
Green Squadron, moving in. Squadron's through. We've broken their lines.
Bastila is no longer using her battle meditation against us. The tide has turned.
Red Squadron, into the breach. Capital ships, reinforce their position. is in disarray. Now's our chance. Hit that Starforge with everything we've got.
Well, looks like the Republic's doing better now that Bastila, our love, has decided to finally use her powers for us. Whew, oh boy. Oh, and with that, we unlock the final quest of the game, or, well, quest of the game, I guess. The Starforge. You saved Bastila from the dark side, and she is now using her battle meditation against the Sith fleet. But you know that the Sith threat will never truly be over unless you find and destroy Malak himself. Time to go. Alright, and we are by ourselves. This is it. So your companions are now out. So for the rest of the finale, we are by ourselves, so let's go in here. I guess I could technically use my cure and just wait for myself to auto heal, but yeah, that was a tense situation there, but the power of love saves the day. And it's fine in this game because we have, you know, space wizards, so you know that's fine.
I will stay here in this chamber and use my battle meditation to aid the Republic fleet. I am their only hope of destroying the Starforge and ending the Sith menace. You must go and face Malak, but you have to hurry. Once I turn the battle in the Republic's favor, we won't have much time to escape the Starforge before it's destroyed. Good luck, my love, and may the Force be with you.
Aw. Alright, well, let's, Oh, did she go back into whatever? Okay. Actually, what's the difference between going... Is there a door to the south, too? Huh. Why is there two doors? Is one the elevator? Would that take us back? Huh. That's it. Let me check that out really quick before we go. Yeah, I know this. I've already drug out the ending, like, as much as I could already, so... Let's just check it out and see what happens if we go through any of these doors. Sealed? Okay. Won't let us... Because, yeah, if I click those things, it won't let me do anything for that. I bet the other door is sealed. So why are they there then? Why do they even have a blue line for indication of being able to access it? I guess just reusing assets. Okay, we're good to go. So we'll have to save it here in a second before we confront Malak. Yeah, like even with high levels I am good at defense and everything, Bastila was still able to hit me for a decent chunk of my health. That just shows you, like, no matter the level and no matter your build, you're always going to have a slight amount of trouble for at the end of the game. Man, I hate to even think about, like, hard difficulty, because hard difficulty, the AI actually utilizes more of its abilities and stats on you than it normally would. And you saw how often they were using, like, force, like all these force abilities on me.